Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, I'm sure by now you all have heard about this story, but before I get into the story, again, I want to encourage people to support my political campaign. You can support my campaign at ansonasaka.com. That's ANSONASAKA.com. You can make donations there. And if you're in Baltimore, come out this Saturday, tomorrow at 10 a.m. at 800 Woodburn Avenue. We will be canvassing the neighborhood, so I hope to see you there. If you live in Baltimore, I would appreciate it if you come out and support your brother. So I hope to see you there. But let's get right into this content. This is going to be a very short video. Um, as you all know, there's been some news on all the major news networks about this situation in Canada, where you had the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, facing some controversy because a picture was released of this guy wearing blackface. And not only that, not only one image of this guy, but there was a second one, and then a third one, and then on top of that, this guy says that he doesn't even know how many other photographs may be out there of him wearing blackface. So, of course, his campaign is in turmoil and all that kind of stuff. It's creating a lot of controversy. It's undermining his campaign, and rightfully so. I mean, the thing that's odd about this situation is that this is a liberal, this is somebody that's been promoting progressive policies in Canada. So this comes as a surprise to many people. Now, this guy has issued an apology, and then after the second one came out, he issued another apology. And there is actual video footage of this guy in blackface actually acting like a minstrel, acting like a complete fool. When I get a chance, I'll post a link in the description box to the video and to the article so you can read this stuff for yourself. This is crazy, and there's a lesson to be learned here. And, I'll get into that in a second. Now, some people will say, well, why is this even relevant? This is Canada. Why are you even talking about something that's going on in Canada? First of all, Canada shares a border with the United States. Canada is a major trading partner with the United States. Canada is an ally of the United States. So what happens in Canada affects us. Who is the Prime Minister in Canada affects the American people as well. So this is something that's relevant. So we may have a situation where a more progressive candidate loses because of this controversy. So this is relevant. It does matter. And the lesson here is just about white liberalism, period. Even though a lot of liberals, they may have what they think are good intentions, they may actually be about changing society and this and that. And they may be conscious of racism. They may know about racism or whatever. But even still, that doesn't make them immune from racism themselves. Some of these liberals are just as racist as some of these right-wing people. They just express their racism in different ways. I mean, we heard about the story in Virginia where you had this Democratic governor be exposed for having blackface pictures and images and all that kind of stuff. And now you had this guy, this liberal, a progressive, exposed for, having multiple blackface images, himself in blackface on many occasions. That speaks volumes. Here he is like presenting himself as some liberal. Here he is pretending to, press for equal rights and equal justice and stuff like that when he's participating. This isn't even that long ago. Like some of this stuff was taken when this guy was in his 30s and stuff like that. This guy has so many blackface incidents that he can't even count how many times. This is very significant because it is racist. Like people just don't understand. Some people may be so like naive that they're like, oh, it's just fun and games. Oh, it's just dress up time. Just like you wear any old costume or whatever. To hell with that, man. Wearing blackface has a whole history of attacking black people, of degrading black people, of humiliating black people, of demeaning black people. That was the whole point of blackface, to dehumanize black people, to make us appear like a race of buffoons, to make us appear as a race of savages and lazy and trifling people. That's the whole purpose behind blackface, to make it seem like we were docile and that we enjoy being slaves, that we were some buffoons and idiots. That's what blackface was used for, to further the system of oppression, to justify the oppression of black people. This is not fun and games, man. This is serious as hell, serious as cancer. So yeah, I just had to get on here and talk about this, man. This is outrageous. It's just another reminder of how even the white liberal is not immune from racism. Peace and blessings. Please rate, comment, subscribe.